What's up, YouTube? Today I got a special one for you guys. I know I've been out of commission for a minute. That's because I started working, ended up getting fired. But long story short, that doesn't matter. What matters is, since I've been gone, I've developed and launched my own iOS app. And I'm proud of that. That's a huge milestone for me. I've been trying to put out apps for years, and finally, with the capability of AI and, just coming to know certain things after learning Python and so on, I was finally able to get through that threshold. Now, that seems like an awesome feat, and it is, but I'm gonna tell you guys right now, sorry I had ketchup, I just had some fries. I'm gonna tell you guys right now that that's actually the easy part, right? So now building the app is the easy part, but the hard part is actually getting your app to sell in the store. So that's why I'm covering this particular point, to show you guys my journey with my app called Spachula. Please download it, check it out. But basically it's a recipe AI assistant / pantry manager. It'll let you know when your food expires, and it also will help you with discovering new recipe ideas. Now I know there's a huge concern out there apparently with AIs creating recipes. Well, my model is actually trained on the proper cooking times, the techniques, and so on, how to blend different foods. So it apparently is as good as any intermediate chef, to answer your question on that level. But what I will say is that developing this app, I ran into some huge hurdles, actually launching it into the actual iPhone store or Apple store, and that was also painstaking. The AI that I used was Rork, if you guys wanted to know. And Rork it has this whole framework surrounded around, basically you can streamline the whole deployment process. Well, I'm here to tell you that that wasn't the case for me. And because I had some technical background, I was able to get over those hurdles. But again, what I really want to focus on is what I had to do to get my first sale. I've already got a couple sales coming. What works, what doesn't, and so on. So basically, what doesn't work? Well, what doesn't work is trying to spam people, trying to just copy and paste your link everywhere just to get your app out there. That is a very, very time-consuming and very, very maluse of your time. What you should focus on is, who are my customers? Where are my customers? For me, I tried to focus on certain subreddits that were related to food, cooking, and recipes. And I got all kinds of good information, guys. All kinds of good information. I found other solutions that were similar to mine in the past. I found why people were against AI recipes, if they were. I found people who were open-minded to it. And I found, again, like I said, other tools that were trying to tackle the same issue, but in different ways. And I found why mine might have been appealing to other people as opposed to the other apps. And I'll tell you right now, man, about 3 days of almost kind of like just cranking this out and trying to build a marketing campaign, and being from a technical background, I have no sales history, I have no marketing background. So when I tell you, for me, this is the hardest part. It is. And yeah, forgive me if I do put in a couple shameless plugs for my app, because again, promoting this app is the hardest thing I've ever done. Selling it is the hardest thing I've ever done. When people say they're making 10K a month selling an app, I don't know how you get there without paid ads. But if I do get there, I'll let you know. Now, I haven't done any paid ads yet, mainly because that's not in the budget right now. But what I will say is that being on Reddit, being active in the communities has helped me a lot. Not just with getting sales, but also finding users to test my product, and also gaining new insight on certain features that I might want to incorporate in my product. Something as simple as adding a review prompt to my app, or adding splash screens to my app. This is like invaluable information that I would have never gotten if I would have just put it out there and just waited and see. So I'm very glad that I was instructed by, Gemini and some of the other chat GPTs to explore Reddit. Reddit has over 4 million users a year, I think, or a month. I don't know. All I know is that they are pretty much on top of their game when it comes to you trying to find information and find users and so on. Now, for my app, I didn't make my app free. I know a lot of people instruct you to do free apps and do paywalls, but I tried to look at it from a consumer point of view. From my consumer point of view, if I hear about an app that does something that I know it can do, and the price point is at a reasonable price point, I'm gonna spend that $1 or $2, $3. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Just because, what's the point of going through all these paywalls and so on if I already know I want the product and I know I can afford it? So that's why I would say that paywalls, to me, are good for people who are trying to build a subscription model, which maybe I'll get to that, but right now I don't see any intention for obtaining information and whatnot. I just think I want a tool that people use and love to use and can use without all the bells and whistles when it comes to taking your information, going through, filling out forms. That's kind of what I wanted this app to be, just something that doesn't require you to fill in blanks. Some of you press buttons and you go. So that's why I chose that model. But the people that I would recommend that paywall model to are people who are charging more than $5 for your app. So meaning you want to do a subscription model, $30 a month. I think that you should do a paywall, just because that's the only way you're gonna suck people in to using it, getting committed, and now they feel like, okay, they feel committed and now they're gonna sign up. But people like me, I'm not gonna pay $15 a month for an app, whether you get me to sign up for it or not. I'm looking at, can I use it? Does it work for me? If I get to the point in the app where I can only use it halfway, I'm most likely gonna uninstall it and find something that is gonna let me do it the whole way. Whether I have to pay $2 for it or not, because I'd rather pay under $5 for an app than spend $15 a month subscription. That one time I spend that $5 on the app, I have it for a lifetime. For instance, I had Fruity Loops. I think I spent $5 on that app or $10 on that app, maybe. And I've had that app for years. And no matter where I go, what iPad I go to, I always have that. And that's kind of how I want it to be for my app, So what I will say is that this is a dogfight. When I see people saying that they made $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month on an app, I think they're definitely not being honest with the amounts of how much they're paying. Now, I've seen some other posts here, and they're realistic. When they tell you you're gonna spend a couple grand a month on advertising, I believe it, because I don't see how you get there without doing that. Again, if I find out, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to make a post about what I've been doing, and how I've been keeping myself busy. This whole app thing was a big thing for me because I just came out of a job situation where, again, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated with the job market. I'm frustrated with the fact that I'm applying to all these jobs and I'm not getting any feedback when I could actually be working on my own company. So I'm trying to build this software development company, and I thought, what is a better proof of concept other than me going through the whole process myself? So that's why I said I went about this whole road of, okay, I'm going to develop an app, and then I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to sell it. And now I'm at the phase where I'm marketing it. So maybe I bit off more than I can chew at this point, but I'm welcoming the challenge, and I'm learning a lot of things in a very short amount of time. And I encourage everybody else out there, whatever you're doing, don't seek any validation. Don't wait for a guru to teach you. It's nice to have if you got that and if you can afford it, but I say all else fails, just go out there and do it. My first video on here was about imposter syndrome. So to me, it's no surprise that I'm still on this same belief, this same topic, that you just got to go out there and get it. Job market sucks. AI's taking our jobs. So you got to learn how to leverage it, people, and make sense of it. I'm using it to make apps. I'm using its features to add features to my apps. I'm going to leverage AI in every way possible that I think I can gain an advantage. So I instruct you guys to do the same. Please comment, like, subscribe. I'll try to keep up with the videos, but I've been very busy, and sometimes you got to get to that bag. But till then, this is Rems. Please like and subscribe. Click on the link below if you'd like to check out my app on the App Store. It's called Spachula, Recipe Assistant, and Pantry Manager. Check it out, guys. Till then, this is your boy Rems. Peace.